Peace and blessings, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak to my Muslim family. We in it. We in the last stretch, the last 10 days. I pray that the last 10 days continue to strengthen us, continue to guide us, and again, allow us to make new habits. We know that at 21 days, we can make or break a habit. So we're at that mark. So all the things that you may have put away, decided not to do, engage in, you have manifested your habit. So you are on the next road to the next phase. So stick with it, y'all. So I just wanted to continue to build on, do we knowingly or do we unknowingly kill the God within? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan stated in one of our study guides, he reminded us of our lessons in the Supreme Wisdom. And one of the questions that's in the lesson says, why does Muhammad murder the devil, right? And there's a whole science behind that. But one of the things that we know of when we're talking about the devil or the enemy, it also starts with the enemy or the devil within, right? So we also are taught that sin is transgression of the law, right? Sin is not something spooky. Sin is not something that's like, things that we don't do every single day. Like a sin is literally transgression of the law. What law? The law of God. So anytime we do things that go contrary to the will of God and the law of God, we technically can be called committing sin, all right? So each one of us has what we call the devil within. There's no devil on the outside. There's no enemy on the outside that can prevent me or stop me from doing what I'm doing. Now, we do know that there is a Satan, and we do know that Satan is a real live human being, and we do know that Satan's world is what you and I are operating in, which is why we still suffer in this life, especially the black man and black woman. All right, but that's a whole other topic. We're not going to get into that. What I am focusing on is the enemy within. So in my last video, I talked about how, we are given thoughts, dreams, aspirations, ideas with the help of God, because we are reflections of the mind of God. We're given ideas. We're given opportunities to say be and it is. And a lot of times, because we don't act out or we don't say yes to those visions, we basically tell the universe, tell the creator that we don't want that vision. So there's nothing that will work in our favor to support that, because we've already defeated ourselves. So I want to encourage us today and remind us that everything that we see in this world is not something everything that we see in this world, everything that we experience does not necessarily have to shape us in a negative way. But what we do have to do is, as we go through this life, as we experience things, is to filter it out and also understand where our limitations are. So we don't need to indulge in every experience and everything that we see in this life, because those indulging moments, or these things that we indulge in, is what the Holy Quran talks about as pushing our limits, right? Living beyond our limits. And we know that we are, especially black people, we're very extreme in terms of, if we get into something, we go hard. If we like something, we go hard. And so it's really important for us to put limits and boundaries around ourselves, because otherwise we will try everything, involve ourselves in everything, and not only will we run ourselves raggedy, we will also potentially lose our lives for not putting discipline and boundaries and limitations around our experiences, right? So that philosophy might have went over the head of some people or not. I'll bring it back to the ground level. We have to be a disciplined people, right? Everything is not worth us involving ourselves in, right? So discipline is not a negative, right? Discipline, the root word of discipline, you have the word disciple. And if you and I want to be the chosen of God, if you and I want to please God, if you and I want to find ways to be closer to God, then we have to find the attributes that allow us to get closer, right? So what made the disciples the disciples? Why weren't they named something else, right? Well, they were named disciples because they were willing to discipline themselves to follow the instructions and follow the law of God. So what are you willing to do, right? Are you willing to say no when it's necessary? Say no when you really want to, right? But say no because you know that no gets you closer to God. Or that yes gets you closer to God, right? So again, I think it's really important that we understand the value of discipline, understand the value of sacrifice, limitation, and boundaries. Because the problem in this world is that it's an abundance of options. It's an abundance of, opportunities. And a lot of people don't put limitations or boundaries around those opportunities. And so we have a world of people doing whatever the hell they want to do. We have a world of individuals just experimenting all across this life. So that's great, but that doesn't help the whole. That doesn't help the greater good. Jesus talks about in the Gospels, so these are the stories of Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John, who have testimony or their own observations of Jesus, right? So all throughout the Gospels, you hear stories of Jesus saying, you must deny yourself. You must deny yourself, pick up your cross, basically. What does denying yourself truly mean? Denying yourself is we have this thing called free will, and it allows us to, if we wake up every day, choose what we do every day, right? You woke up today and you decided, okay, I gotta brush my teeth. That was a choice. You didn't robotically go brush your teeth. You chose to brush your teeth. You grabbed the toothpaste, hopefully you did. You grabbed the toothpaste, toothbrush, and you began to brush your teeth. That was a choice. So we're given this opportunity to choose every single day how we engage in life. And so what Jesus is saying is, when he says deny yourself, that means put your individual desires to the side and follow me, right? Follow the Christ. Follow his way. Well, what is his way? His way is God's way, right? So I say all this to say, y'all, and I'm going to be done because this was not going to be a 10-minute video, but we already at 7. We have to be willing to be disciplined. And we shy away from discipline because we've been indoctrinated in this system, right? Of, well, I'm going to get mine, you get yours. And that's not the way of the original people. That's not the way of God. And that's certainly not the way of us and our true nature. So fight like hell to get disciplined. And the way you start with getting disciplined, here's the easiest way to get disciplined. Deny yourself of natural things. We all need food, clothes, and shelter. We all need water. We all need bread to live, right? But if you deny yourself of food and drink, right? You deny yourself. Start with 6 hours, not doing any of it. Start at 8. Then you can go for 24 hours. When you begin to deny yourself of the natural urges that you want, you begin to build up that voice within, that God within, and that becomes... you begin to fill that cup up. And so that voice continues to get louder and louder. And when you get a loud voice, then that's that discipline. And then you won't have to second guess yourself. It'll already be in you, right? So people ask, well, how do you get disciplined? You start with those basic things that you know you want every single day and just don't do it. Last thing I'll say, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, somebody wrote him, I think it was a sister that wrote him years ago, 60s, 70s. She asked him how to stop smoking. She smoked cigarettes. It could have been a man. Let me take that back. I don't know if it was a man or woman. But the letter is, they were asking how to stop smoking cigarettes. And she probably was, or he or she was probably expecting some long, drawn out, scientific, research-based answer from the messenger of God, right? You know what he wrote? He said, just quit. He said, just stop. So for many of us, we like, what? No, man, I need the Nicorette gum. I need blah, blah, blah. He said, just stop. How could that be the solution? How could that be the answer? I'm going to tell you how. Because we know that a made-up mind is the most powerful force in the universe next to God. A made-up mind. So when you tell yourself, I am not smoking anymore, guess what? You don't smoke. So again, a made-up mind. So I just encourage us all, find ways, start with, assessing your life. And I encourage us, if you haven't got my book, The Art of Living, it really will help you understand this philosophy, but it also will help you understand where I'm coming from. But you have to understand that your body is a mathematical instrument. We are mathematical beings. Everything that's in the human body is a mathematical, calculated organism. So if we begin to study our body, we will understand more about how to study life. And we will understand more about life by studying our body. The more in tune you are with your body, then you will understand that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told this person, in order for them to stop smoking cigarettes, just stop. And that was the answer. You'll understand how that can be so simple when you understand how the human body works. So, let's get some discipline, y'all. We're in the last stretch of Ramadan. Those of you that are not Muslim, and you don't have to be Muslim to observe the principles of Ramadan. The fasting, the paying charity, helping another human being, feeding another person, giving someone clothes, being kind to one another, not cussing, no arguing. Those are basic principles. I don't care what religion you're under. We all need to practice that. So join me. Join the 1 billion Muslims across the globe celebrating and observing Ramadan. Join us in the last few days and ask yourself, after those days that you join us, did you not see a difference in your lifestyle? Did you not see a difference in your home? Did you not see a difference in yourself? All right, y'all. Peace.